First and foremost, let me just say, don't be hitting me up about some other YouTube video that I decide to post. Because, baby, if you want smoke, yeah. Got me thinking about texting that at night and let her know where she can come and meet me. But it's cool, I'ma be a lady. She thinks she cute, but she don't face me. Bitch.
Girl, what he talking about? Bullshit. I had to tell that nigga. Look, nigga, I'm a hooch. Okay. You ain't breaking no bread, I ain't breaking no cooch. I like Luke.
What's up, y'all? It's y'all soon to be faithful Hoochie, and I'm back with another mother freaking story time. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for even taking your time to click this video and get just a tad bit ratchet with the kid. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the new subscribers, the new people that decided to join the Hoochie gang. I appreciate y'all. This is a tiny milestone for me, and I just feel accomplished. We are 5, maybe 6 away from 500, and I did not forget that my giveaway is still going. I have been peeping and I have been watching, especially that we're getting closer to time. I have been noting. I've been checking my list and checking it twice. So, yeah, I do appreciate that. I thank y'all. I really do appreciate it. I also want to ask, if y'all don't subscribe, that's cool. I understand, but at least like this video. Like, comment, share with your mama, share with your daddy, share with your bald-headed granny. Y'all know I'm just playing. Your granny got her. Only disclaimers for this video is that I cuss, and maybe my dog gonna be tripping in the background, maybe not. I don't know. Them the only disclaimers, and trigger warning. If you got a trigger with dealing with fuck niggas, then this can be a trigger to you. So take cautionary. And if this ain't the video for you, maybe you could check out my previous videos. They probably trigger warnings too, but maybe a different video or a future video would be better for you. Moving on. And yeah, that little intro was a PSA because I'm sick of people coming to me and talking to me about my YouTube or trying to charge me up. So thank you for having this little moment with me, because it dedicated to today's video. But yeah, so Thotty hit me up not too long ago, I guess trying to charge me up about me doing videos and trying to get clout, yada yada yada. First and foremost, don't nobody even know who y'all is, so don't give yourself away. Do not give yourself away. Nobody knows who y'all is, and this is my experiences, my story times. If y'all feel any type of way, don't beef. Don't get in my inbox. Don't sleep. Go make you a YouTube video. Go make you a YouTube, and then you can talk about your experiences and your opinions and how you feel on my about yourself or about myself. I really don't give a flying fuck. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. Don't come in my inbox, and if you think you beefing with me or I'm beefing with you, you're beefing with yourself. Because, baby, there's no hard feelings and there ain't no beef. I'm just telling my story. My story, my life story. Cool. Now that we got that established, let's go ahead and get into this video. So grab your snacks, grab your trees, grab whatever you need. And if you don't need anything, then baby, just sit back and relax. Cause bitch, you know I got the juice, baby, and it's juicy. It's juicy. So let's go. So yeah, y'all. I remember leaving off on the story time with Thotty. I was going to tell y'all how we were no longer friends. So this kind of ties into it. This is not necessarily the story, but it's the story. I'm trying to see how it all going to tie in together, because it really is pretty much, how can I say this, y'all? This is going to be a two-parter, because it's not really necessarily telling you why I wasn't fucking with her no more, but she does play a part in this story time. So part 2 will pretty much be why we fell off, and this is pretty much just like, judging by the title, I don't even know what I'm gonna name yet, but I'm thinking flued out, my first time being flued out from hell. I don't know, but pretty much, long story short, just to sum it up, because I ain't finna sit here and talk to y'all for 5 minutes about this. I need to get into it. Y'all know I got ADHD. I be riffling and rambling. But yeah, this is pretty much a story time about how I met this guy. He flew me out, and it was a shit show. A shit show. So, this story time take place. Oh, and I do got my hookah. I ain't got no drink, no wine or nothing. I'm drinking on water. So, if y'all got something to sip on, by all means, feel free. Feel free. I know you had a hard day at work. And if my face is just really shiny as hell, because I really can't tell, I can't see, it's because, y'all, my face been dry. So I had to extra moisturize today. So, yeah. Off topic, but yeah. So this story time take place, y'all, I don't even know. This shit was so long ago. I don't even know. Maybe 3 years ago at most. Maybe 3 years, 4 at most. But I'm pretty sure it's in between like 3 years or whatever. So yeah, this story time take place maybe about 3 years ago when I was working at the healing facility or whatever. Y'all, this is a trifling story time. I know. Judge me not. Judge me not. Judge yourself. Judge yourself. Judge your mama. Judge your mama. But anyways, yeah, I'm exposing myself, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was this guy. We're going to call him Nige for Nigeria, because I told y'all I used to be obsessed with the Africans and they used to be obsessed with me back in the day. So, it was this guy named Nige. He was super cute, very well put together and everything. I wouldn't pay him no attention, y'all, because at that time he was dealing with a fellow co-worker that I was really cool with. So I wasn't, giving him the time of day. I wasn't looking at him like that. I did see him come in and, speak, whatever, but there was no attraction. There was no initial attraction or anything. I wasn't, like, paying attention to him. Because, again, he was messing with a fellow coworker that I was cool with or whatever. We wasn't friends, but we was cool. Like, we was cool. We hung out maybe one time outside of work, but still, we was cool. We would chop it up, hang out, whatever. So I didn't pay him no mind or whatever, but y'all, when I say Nige was like put together, this man was put together. I had no idea that he was African. Not saying that Africans look dusty or anything like that. Not saying that. But he was one of the first, like, Africans that I seen that I was like, wow, he's pretty attractive. I didn't even think he was African. I honestly thought he was, like, Hawaiian. Because he had that, like, brownish tone. I can't explain it, but you know how Samoans look? That's what he looked like. So I thought he was like Samoan or whatever. Didn't think he was like African or whatever. But he would always come to the healing facilities, y'all, and I know it's trifling. He was a patient at the healing facility or whatever. But he would always come to the healing facility and he would always like pay in full, pay like thousands and thousands of dollars. When I say pay in full, I mean like $20,000-$30,000 at a time for his needs or whatever that he needed. And he didn't have like AIDS or nothing like this. So I don't want y'all to get beside yourselves and bitch start jumping the gun. No, he didn't have like no disease, like no STD disease, but I guess you can say he was kind of sick or whatever. So, yeah, so he would come, pay a lot. I did notice he was flashy, but I didn't pay him no mind because I was fresh out of a relationship with kid. So I wasn't in no rush, no shape, no form, trying to get into somebody else's space. Wasn't even worried about it. So, yeah, whatever. He used to deal with my coworker. My coworker dated him for, I want to say, a while, maybe a little under a month. She would come tell us the stories about him, tell us how, she went to his house and he had this nice house, but she felt like he was like married or something like that. Like it was something in that realm or whatever. But she would just like talk about how nice he was and pretty much that they boned. He had them cheeks clapping or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, then I'm damn sure. I wasn't interested in him in the first place, but keep this part in mind or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, I hope y'all work out. That's cool. Like I'm happy for you because girl was a hopeless romantic kind of. So I was happy for her that she finally got her like a good going. Sounds great. Be mindful, ladies, of the ones that look good on the outer appearance, sound good, because if it look like a pig, it smell like a pig, bitch, it's a oink oink. It's a pig. Messy! But yeah, so whatever, they was dating for a little bit. She said he smashed, he bounced the cheeks or whatever. And a little days and weeks go by, we haven't heard her really talking about him no more. So she pretty much was like, yeah, she cut it loose. They cut ties. It just didn't work out. After she gave him the cheeks, he kind of switched up, or whatever. And I'm like, baby girl, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. You're supposed to let a man court you, date you, respect you, and then once you feel that need to want to sleep with them, if that's even like an option, then maybe you sleep with them, but you're on your time. Like, don't get a nigga the cakes, don't get a nigga the cookie and expect him, you know, to act right after the fact, because what do we have to pursue? Shit, if you give him the cow, why do he have to, if you give him the milk, why he have to buy the cow? You know, he already got the shit. He already tasted the milk. Maybe the milk was spoiled. Maybe you know, he already had a sip. Now he want to go milk another cow, bitch. So keep that in mind with him. So yeah, we give her that game or whatever. I told her, like, you should have played it P. You should have played it cool. You should have let the nigga date you, you know, wine and dine, give you the finer things in life, and then, you know, bust it wide open and tell him bring her back. Like, that's what you should have did. So whatever. It's been like maybe a couple months go by, and Nige comes back into the healing facility or whatever. Like, I guess he was in good standing that he didn't have to come as often as everybody else. He would come like every couple of months, you know, just a simple follow-up. He honestly wasn't going through what he was, I was going to say sick, but he honestly wasn't really going through what he was going through no more. He was pretty much just on a regular, like, let's just see where you're at. Let's see where you're standing or whatever. So Nige coming to the clinic or whatever, and he's flirting and he's trying to talk, but you know, I wasn't paying him no mind, because fresh out of relationship, fresh out of toxicity, I wasn't thinking about, you know, moving on to the next or whatever. So yeah, he's trying to shoot his shot, and I'm pretty much like, I'm not a person that small talk, can't stand it, makes my ass itch, make me twitch. I don't like small talk. Like, say what you gonna say, get to the point, and let's move on.
Correct.
So I seen where he was going, and I was just like, you know what? You used to date my coworker, and I don't think that he knew that we was cool or whatever, because again, we wasn't like the bestest of friends, but we would talk. I would go over there and chop it up with them every now and then or whatever. So he didn't know that we was like cool or whatever. So in his mind, he just felt like he was gonna talk to the whole damn staff or whatever. So I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm not feeling you. Like, you talk to old girl, and I'm just not with that, you know. Like, I'm not an option, not a nigga's second choice. I'm the best choice. So I'm like, no, I'm not an option, and I don't get down like that. Like, y'all done already took it to that level. Y'all had intercourse, y'all saw each other, she really liked you, and I'm not the one to, you know, cut anybody. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. So no, thank you so much for the compliment, but nah, I'm good or whatever. Did his little due diligence and told him, sent him on about his way, told him have a good day, you know. So he go on about his business. I'll go chop it up to one of my homegirls. She do not need a name right now, but maybe she'll get a story time in the near future. Because, yeah, you kind of gave it up a little weird. But I want people to know, just because I'm making a story time or I'm speaking on how I feel, don't have a problem with you. I don't have beef with you. I don't have none of that. Don't wish nothing ill will. But anyways, I just have to throw that out there because, girl, tried it. So yeah, so I was gonna talk to another one of my coworkers that I was cool. Let's just say her name's Slim, and for future story times we're just gonna call her Slim or whatever. Why and the reasons why is not needed. But yeah, so I was gonna talk to Slim. Me and her was closer than me and, let's give her a name. We're just gonna call her Susie. The coworker that dated Nige, we're gonna call her name Susie or whatever. Me and Slim was way closer than me and Nige, or so I thought. Not Nige, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get confused with these names. Then Susie. So I thought me and Slim was cooler, but that's a different story time for a different day. So I pretty much go over there and I'm chopping up with her. I'm like, girl, why Nige hit me, come in my face, you know, purposely came in my lane for me to assist him with his duties of today, and was pretty much trying to get me, you know, shoot his shot at me, trying to come at me or whatever. And I just told him, like, I wasn't for that. Like, you're a homie hopper. You're a homie hopper and you're a bopper.
Not correct.
I was pretty much telling her that or whatever. I was like, yeah, I wasn't really going for it. Like, wasn't interested in being homies. Second option, he really just passing around everybody at the clinic at this point. Not even clinic, at the healing facility. My bad, y'all, it was not a clinic. But yeah, so she was She was like, girl, you crazy, you tripping. Like, Najee be on some money. I mean, some real money. And yeah, he was always drip down, designer down. And I mean, like, not Marc Jacobs is my guy, so I'm not gonna say Marc Jacobs, but like not Michael Kors, like no simple shit. Like he was always like Gucci down, Chanel down. Like he was always like, doing the most. He was always giving what it was supposed to give. So she was pretty much just insinuating that to me, like he be on some money, like. Najee be touching some money. Like, you're dumb. Like, you're dumb for passing that up. If anything, I would do what Susie didn't do. Because you know how to give it up. You know how to give it up, Yana. You know what you're supposed to do. And how you're supposed to act accordingly. And how a man is supposed to treat you. How they're supposed to give it up. How they're supposed to come.
Correct.
So, if you don't talk to that, like, you fumble that. And I was like, I just feel bad. I do have a conscience, bitch. Like, I do feel some type of way that he used to talk to Susie, and like that's fucked up. So she was like, girl, you and Susie ain't really just like tight like that. You act like y'all best friends, like y'all really just friends, y'all really just associates, and y'all really just work together. That's all it is, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like considering what she said, but I wasn't really like too pressed about it. I'm like, yeah, I did what I did. I stood on what I said, so whatever. It is what it is. I didn't talk to Najee no more. I didn't see Najee no more. So I want to say maybe like a couple weeks later. Don't let me lie on how many weeks later, but it wasn't something extensive, like almost a month. Maybe like 2 weeks later, Najee came back into the facility or whatever because he needed like some paperwork or something done. Like he would always come and talk to McStuffins or whatever, and so and make payments and do shit like that or whatever. So he had came in to do that, and he came to where I was working and was trying to, pretty much purposely came to me too. That was like, oh gosh, here we go again. Here go the cat and mouse game or whatever. So he intentionally waited on me to come and assist him or whatever. So I'm assisting him like, hey, Najee, how are you? What do you need for today? Whatever. He pretty much was like, I need to chop it up with my let's just say healer. I need to chop it up with my healer or whatever. So, if you can send a message, let them know. And yeah, I'll just be waiting or whatever. I was like, okay, I can do that. And it might be a while. We're pretty backed up. We're pretty busy. So give them a while to come, respond, and get you assisted or whatever. So he was like,
yeah, and I didn't forget. Like, what's up? Like, is you gonna give me a chance? Like, I really want to talk to you. I really want to, get to know you. You're a very beautiful girl. Like, I really want to get to know you.
And I stood on what I was saying. Like, nah, you and Susie with the coochie. Like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not an option again or whatever. So he was like, okay, but like, man, I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm really trying to tell you, you know how the Africans be talking, whatever. They can be pretty aggressive, but they got that accent or whatever. So he was like, no, I'm trying to tell you, like, I really want to talk to you. Like, I really, really want to talk to you. I've been watching you. I've been seeing you. I see you every time I come here. Like, you're mad beautiful. I want that chance with you. But I was standing on business, standing on business or whatever. And again, like I remind you, like in my crackhead charged me up in a job, or fiend charged me up at my job or whatever, I always took my breaks and my lunches at 1:30. So it was getting around that time, almost at this time, it was maybe like 12, going maybe at the latest 12:30 or whatever. So his healer came out. He did what he had to do, and and again, I'm saying this kind of fast, but it took them a while to come out, get to know him or whatever. I mean, get him handled or whatever. So the time come for me to do lunch, and he just not getting finished up what he was doing. So I'm walking to my car or whatever. This man started following me to my car. So he gets in my car with him. I'm like, man, what you doing? I don't play that game. Like, I do not play the game. Y'all go to the last story. It'll be linked somewhere below. Maybe I'll do a pop-up somewhere. But I was like, I don't play the game. Don't come to my car. Like, don't come to my car. I don't know you. Like, don't be, following. Don't push up on me. Don't push up on me, sir. So he like, again, I just want to talk to you. Like, please give me a chance to get to know you. Please, 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 please. And I was like, well, if that was the case, you should have came at me first and tried to get to know me. Like, you know, I already talked to somebody, so why you didn't, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I wanted to talk to you first, but I didn't know, like, if you had a dude or anything. And he was like, pretty much Susie, which, come to find out, it really was true. He really wasn't dragging this part. But Susie had went into his personal file and got his number, got his information, and decided to hit him up from that way. I found his, pretty much stalked him, got his shit, and then that's how they started talking, whatever. So y'all already know, you throw it at them, they gonna catch it. Throw it at them, they gonna catch it. So that's what he did. He called it, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? Cool. You want my information, you want my number, you want to talk to me so bad, cool. And I'm going to show you why you should have stuck with Susie in the first place. Because me and Susie, we in two different, like, nah. I ain't going for that lay on my back, make it clap. None of that. You dating, courting, and respecting me. So I don't know what you got in your head, but it won't be that. This ain't that, and that ain't this ain't her, she ain't me. Do you hear me? So whatever, I give him my information or whatever. He hit me up instantly. We texting, we talking, blah, blah, blah.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Kicking it. He's coming to get me. He's meeting me because he stayed like an hour away from me and where I was at. So he would come get me like every weekend, and we would go hang out at the Afrobeat spots. Like, I don't know about y'all, but dating Africans was lit. I don't know if y'all are scamming. I don't know what y'all doing, but it was lit. It was the time of my life. Like, I was having the time of my life. Expensive gifts, expensive dates, expensive, like, everything. Like, this man would wine and dine. There was no way I would pick up my wallet, have to worry about my wallet. None of that. He made sure I got to and from safely. Like, he was just respectful or whatever. But it did become a time where intercourse started to come up frequently in the conversation. I initially already put it out there like, hey, I'm not on there. I'm not here. This ain't the type of party. I just came to dance. That's it. I just came to dance. I just came to kick it. That's it. But anyways, like, so yeah, the conversation, of course, naturally started to come up or whatever. And I was just like, you know, I'm celibate right now. And I just don't feel like that should be, you know, feasible for us to give it up, get down, yada, yada. But if I could be quite honest, I wasn't celibate, but I wasn't active at that time neither. But I don't want this to sound racist, because I don't know how it can sound racist when I'm black too. But I've always been scared to sleep with a African. Why? I don't know. Maybe it was all the African booty scratches. Name, like, I'm not calling them that, so please do not get offended. My African viewers, my, you know, people that's watching me from different parts of the country, do not get offended. But where I went to school was very ignorant, and they would say that a lot. Like, they would say that African booty scratcher shit a lot. So it made me, like, scared to sleep with, like, an African, because it's like, why they calling you booty scratcher? Like, is it like a rash or something on your ass? I don't know. Like, it's ignorant. It's ignorant. I know. I'm sorry. Please do not judge me for that. But that's really, if I can be honest with y'all, if I can be here with y'all, that was just my point of view. Like, that was just my thought process. And I'm just being honest on why I didn't sleep with the man. Because he was very, very attractive or whatever. Or so I thought. So the reason why I said almost, I forgot to add this in the story time, was when we was out of town. I'm jumping ahead, but when we was out of town, that man came around that corner with them little tiny ass drawers and that tight ass muscle shirt. And baby, he was not giving Slim no more. He was not giving Denzel no more. He was giving Humpty Dumpty. He was giving Yo Uncle. He was giving that ain't it. That ain't hot. That ain't hot. That ain't hot. So, it got to a point where he was like, he finna go out of town for a while. He finna go to Atlanta for a while. And he asked me, did I want to come along with him? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to come. Because he was like, he would like pay for my flight and pay for everything, pay for the room. I don't have to worry about anything. Pay for my food, pay for anything I want to do. If I want to go shopping, if I want to do anything, like, it's on him. Don't worry about it. Because at the time, baby girl was broke. broke, fresh out of a breakup with kid, and I'm holding it down, POP, by myself, everything. He left me behind. He was no, let me take that back. Let me be a righteous woman. But yeah, he was wrong on how he left the scene, like how he left the scene or whatever. So I didn't have funds like that to go out of town. So I had enough funds to be like, if I do need to do something, because I'm not ever gonna go nowhere like stupid broke. That's dumb. Like, I ain't ever gonna go nowhere with no funds to, if I need to do something or it's an emergency, I need to feed myself, I'm never gonna go that broke. But I wasn't somewhere where I wanted to be able to go out of town. But I was very much so, if something went left or wrong, I was prepared to take care of that or whatever. So he asked me, did I want to go? I pretty much told him last minute, because he told me like months ahead of time. But yeah, in my mind, I was still acting like a kid. Like, I didn't want to tell my mama, because I know my mom was like, who is this man? Like, I didn't tell nobody really that I was talking or interacting with this man. But she knew of him, but she just kind of got an introduction to him. She didn't know him like that for me to be flying across the world and going out of town with him or whatever. So I kind of hesitated on telling her that. So because of that, I stalled a lot with telling him that. And I was very much so over 21. So I don't know why I was acting like that, but I was or whatever. So last minute, I want to say maybe 2 weeks before the trip, I finally told him, like, yeah, I'll go with you or whatever. I'll go, whatever. So me and Thotty at the time, we were still cool. We were still kicking it every other day. We were together all the time. This was a little bit after the situation that happened with Dum Dum or whatever, but I didn't hold no grudges. I wasn't tripping. I ain't tripping about no hoe. You hear me? I ain't tripping about the bro. I ain't tripping about none of that. So it was cool or whatever. So I'm pretty much telling her, because at this time I didn't have friends, so I couldn't call nobody else to be like, hey, come out here with me. But I pretty much hit her up. I'm like, hey, can you come out here with me? Like, I'm finna go out there with my little my little Nige or whatever. And we finna go out there, kick it, have a good time. I'm sure you don't have to really worry about paying for anything. I think you just gotta worry about like your commute out there, like catching your flight or whatever. But he ended up linking her up with his homeboy, one of his other Nigerian friends. His name is Nige, but let's not get that confused. He ended up hooking him up with another one of his friends or whatever. And a little bit before the time, they exchanged numbers, exchanged pictures, like, yeah, what's your homegirl look like? This is what my homeboy look like. So we started exchanging pictures back and forth. And he was like, yeah, he liked what he see with Thotty. So he went on ahead and got the number or whatever. So they set it up to where they was going to have the room and stuff together. And me and Nige was going to have a room together. Now, at this time, me and Nige probably been talking and kicking it for no lie, no stretch, maybe like 4 months. We've been kicking it or whatever consistently. So, we agreed. Y'all, I'm sorry, my lips is dry. I feel like my lips is peeling off. We agreed to kick it or whatever. She told me she'd go with me or whatever. So, anyway, fast forward, because none of this other stuff mattered. Fast forward, it's the day of the trip. We finna get ready to head out to Atlanta. He asked me, do I got everything that I need? This is my flight info. This is my flight time. This is who I'm flying with, blah, blah, blah. You know, the man got me a flight on Delta. Y'all know how much Delta Airlines cost, but really Delta be the only ones really just be fucking with Atlanta like that. So he give me a flight on Delta. She ends up getting her flight or whatever. So a little bit ahead of time, I end up Ubering there or whatever. I was not able to reach Thotty, so I'm like, damn, this bitch is finna stare me up. She is not finna come out of town with me or whatever. Because, y'all, it was like, I want to say 20 minutes till we was finna get ready to board, and I still haven't heard back from her. She still ain't text me. She still ain't none of that, nothing. But, yeah. So her ex ended up dropping her off at the time to the airport or whatever, and we like, okay, yeah, she made it last minute. I'm saying, like, 10 minutes before we finna board or whatever. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just finna have to fake this trip on myself or whatever. Like, put your big girl pennies on and go out here and have a good time. Because it's my first time being flued out. Well, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because my ex used to fly me out all the time. Like, real talk. So, yeah, so I'm like, okay, put on your big girl pennies, but yay, lo and behold, she ends up coming or whatever. So we get on the plane, we like, bitch, We finna have a time. We finna have a time. We finna have a time. Or whatever. But before we even board this plane, I had to have a conversation, a girl talk with her, because like I said, Thotty is Thotty. Girl, no disrespect to you, but I'ma call it like I see it. And if a pig pussy is pink, it's pink. It's pink. Ain't nothing I can do about it. So, Thotty was Thotty, so I had to let her know, like, hey, whatever you do, don't sleep with the homeboy, because if you sleep with the homeboy, his homeboy Nige gonna want me to sleep with him, and this ain't that type of party. I'm not giving it up. I'm here to have a good time, not pass out no coochie. So let's be here, and it ain't none of that. We ain't on that type of timing, which I didn't even expect and think that she was gonna do that anyways, because she didn't even know Nige's friend. She literally just met the nigga like a couple days ago. So she like,
nah, guys, nothing like that. You know, I ain't know nothing like that.
I ain't know nothing like that or whatever. I'm just out here to have a good time. I'm not trying to sleep with him, none of that, blah, blah, blah. So we get there, whatever, and I'm hitting up Nige. I'm letting him know, like, hey, we just landed. We finna get our bags, and then we'll be outside or whatever. So he like, hey, I had a situation come up. What came up? I don't even fucking know. But he's like, hey, I had a situation come up, but my homeboy is out there to come pick y'all up or whatever. So yeah, he'll make sure y'all get to where y'all need to go. Y'all rooms is good to go. All you gotta do is go there, get him your name, get the key. And yeah, you good, you straight or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So we meet the friend. Friend is very nice looking, very well put together, designer the fuck down to, very nice car, like just, you know, it's given. He's tall, dark, handsome, dreadhead, looks nice, whatever. So instantly thought he should get excited, because she like, yeah, he looks even better in person or whatever. So cool, like he take us to where we need to go. He getting to know us, asking me what's my name and how long I've been talking to Nige, and you know, just small talk. So we finally pull up to the hotel. We get in the hotel, we taking shots, we, you know, because before we got there, he asked us if we want to go get a bottle. So he went and got us a bottle or whatever. So we taking shots, we listen to music, we just having a good time, like doing a room tour. If I got anything from this trip, I'll insert the clips or whatever. But taking a room tour, y'all, the room is so nice. It's nice as fuck. And we just having a good time or whatever. So we get a knock at the door, and it's Nige. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 hours later, because we pulled up pretty late. We took like a night flight, so we probably got out there maybe 8. So Nige got there maybe at like 10:30, 11 or whatever. And before we started doing what he was doing, he was like, get ready, because we're gonna go to the club. We got a section reserved, blah, blah, blah. You know, put on some clothes, get nice, whatever. And I'll be there in a little bit to come pick y'all up or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we get ready, listening to music, turning up, shaking some ass, doing what we doing. And like I said, it was a knock on the door a couple hours later, and it's Nige. He coming to pick us up to get ready to take us to the club or whatever. So Thotty go off to her room or whatever, and me and Nige just kicking it, talking for a little bit. And he was like, asking me, was I ready to go? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go, whatever. He was like, you look nice, blah, 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 blah. Give him a hug, hey, everything. We head out. We go to the club, y'all. It was a good time. We had a good time. It was a vibe. That holding close to like 5 in the morning. One thing about Africans, I mess with y'all the long way, because y'all know how to party. Y'all know how to party, and it ain't none of like the sitting on the wall like us Americans want to sit on the wall, criticize, critique, and judge everybody else. No, everybody up, dancing, having a good time. They multiverse. It be hip-hop, it be Afrobeats, hip-hop, Afrobeats. So we didn't feel left out, because I know some Afrobeats too. I fucks with the Afrobeats too. So I knew some songs, and they was going, again, back and forth to hip-hop, American music, and Afrobeats. So we had drinking, having a good time. Thotty is getting slumped. She's getting there. She's getting drunk. She's getting, you know, to her level. So I'm like, don't get too drunk. You know, like, be cool or whatever. But I never had that problem with Thotty where she's like super drunk. So I really didn't have to get on her ass about that, because she literally got that shit on lock. So I'm drinking, you know, having a good time, pacing myself. Nige all in my ears. So Nige was older. I forgot to add y'all, like at this time I was maybe 22. Nige was like 35, 36 or whatever. So he felt very compelled to control me. And I feel like that's why we didn't work out or we didn't last in the long run or whatever. So he was just like, pace yourself, don't drink too much, don't get you drunk, you know. And I think now looking back, he was just telling me that so he can get in my panties. Like, if she's too sloppy, she's too drunk, I can't do nothing with that. She's to wake up and say, hey, if you get my gist. You know, I'm mixing a letter in there, but if you get my gist. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's just care and control, but now looking back, it was just like he just didn't want me to get sloppy drunk, but whatever. I ended up getting a little zooted and booted myself, but it wasn't to the point where I was just sloppy. I didn't have no control. I didn't know what I was doing or whatever. So, yeah, we get back to the room, and we kicking in. He was like, yeah, can we just, you know, like trying to kiss on me and stuff.
No, she wasn't ready.
I'm like, no, I'm not in the mood. I don't want to do it. I'm good or whatever. Like, maybe tomorrow. It was never going to be. Tomorrow would have never came. Because I was just trying to say that. So, like, get him to chill, calm down. Because he was doing too much. He was kind of being a little too aggressive. And I wasn't here for that. I didn't want to sleep with him. So, he's like, okay, tomorrow. You promise? And I was like, yeah, I promise. But that promise didn't mean shit. It didn't mean a goddamn thing to me. Do you hear me? So, I was like, yeah, I promise. Chill, relax. Go to sleep. Lay down. Go to sleep. So, we go to sleep. We wake up the next day. We getting dressed. We getting ready to go. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I heard Thotty in the hallway trying to wave flag down the maze or whatever. And she's like,
Excuse me, can we get some new sheets? Can we get some new sheets in the bed? Like, can we try to change the cover or whatever? Can we get some new sheets?
and homie just come out the room and he just like, pretty much like, I just got some coochie. Like, I just got some cutty last night. Like, he was on that, like, energy. Like, I just got some cutty last night. This bitch just gave me some cutty. So, I'm like, no, this bitch didn't.
That's weird.
Did we not just have a conversation? Did I not just tell y'all we had a conversation to try to tell this bitch, to try to give this bitch a pep talk, a talkie talk, tell this hoe, keep your legs closed. So, homie go in the room, I go in Dottie room, and I'm like, bitch, I know you did not just. And she was like,
Yeah, it was so good. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I was drunk. But he did the same whatever we did last night, and we did it this morning.
I'm like, this bitch here, like, you fucking with my game. You fucking with my flow right now, bitch. So, of course, we go out to eat again. We do the same thing all over again. They take us to a seafood restaurant. He asked me, did I want anything from the mall and stuff like that. He was asking me what I wanted to do. But at that time, I wasn't keen on itineraries and stuff. So I was pretty much just going with the flow. So they took us to go get some seafood or whatever. And we went to like a little lounge spot or whatever. Then we come home, we chilling. And he pretty much talking to me like,
Damn, what's up? Like, how my homie get it before me? And I've been talking to you damn near a year. And I haven't even got, as much as a kiss or nothing like that. Like,
Cause I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
like how is that the case? Like, but he just met this bitch like a couple of days ago, and he gets a smash. When I'm a smash.
I'm just like feeding him the same lines that I've been feeding him, like patience, be patient. I'm worth the wait. No, I wasn't, because y'all, this man was gonna turn into dust and ashes before he turned me into dust and ashes. Like, before he could patter the dust and ashes and cobwebs that was in my coochie. So like it was what it was or whatever. So yeah, so I'm like, nah, just wait on it. I promise it'll be worth it. I promise I'm worth it, blah, 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 whatever. So we finally get dressed and we go to another spot. They got another section somewhere else. So we kicking it. We really was out there for only 2 days, y'all. It wasn't really like nothing like long exaggerating. It was just really like a weekend getaway, because girl had to be at work on Monday. I'm not missing no time off. I told y'all I have bills. So yeah, it was like a 2-day trip or whatever. So we go out to another lounge. They had a section. It was a whole bunch of them, like a whole bunch of them, clearly an Afrobeat club. But they was cool, they was very welcoming. One thing I can say is that the homies don't give a damn who you there with. They don't care. When it comes to a woman or a woman that they find attractive, they don't have no friends. They don't have no friends. So baby, when I say his homeboys was trying to secure their spot with the kid, they were trying to secure their spot or whatever. So we meet this one dude, I'm gonna call him Kevin Hart because he was short and he looked like Kevin Hart, but he was cool and he was funny. So he was over there talking, like telling me, like, record me on Snapchat, record me on Snapchat. I might try to find a video and cover his face up or whatever and insert it. But he was like, yeah, cover me up or whatever, cover me. I mean, no, I got that mixed up. He was like, yeah, put me on your Snapchat, put me on your Snapchat. So I did, and we drinking, taking shots, we laughing or whatever. And he was like, when do y'all leave? I'm like, yeah, we leave tomorrow or whatever. And he was like, where y'all from? I'm like, we from Dallas, Fort Worth or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm from Houston. We actually finna have an event in Houston, a big ass nice mansion Airbnb. Like, we finna have events. We got so many sections, so many events planned. If y'all wanna come, y'all can come. Like, get my information, get my number, and hit me up. It'll be next week. So if y'all can come, I would love for y'all to come or whatever. So I'm gonna stop this right here because part 2 is pretty much the end of me and Thotty and why me and Thotty fell out. I know it's not really much my place. I'm going to try my best to be sensitive and not tell too much, but like I said, it's my story and I'll tell it if I want to. So yeah, that's pretty much like my flued out story time. And yeah, he was so pissed, y'all. He was so pissed that I didn't give him the draws. He was on my ass like, tomorrow has came and you still ain't gave me none. You still ain't gave me nothing. Like, what's up? You're not a virgin, so why you holding out? Like, what's up? And I just pretty much just fed him the same line. Like, just wait, be patient. The more you talk about it, which is not bullshit, it's actually true. Like, the more men message, listen, the more you talk about it or be sexual with a woman, she would not want to have intercourse and be sexual with you, because in her mind, that's all you want and that's all you want to do. So that's gonna make me run away from it even further. Had he played it P and had he played it cool, maybe. Maybe, but like I said, I was scared. I was scared to sleep with him just because of what I told y'all earlier. But anyways, yeah, y'all, it was a shit show. I kind of did feel some type of way with that because like, bitch, why you fucking up my flow? Why you fucking up my game? We had a conversation. We was here, you told me you wouldn't do that, and then you go around and you do that? Huh, bitch? Huh? So yeah, y'all, part 2 coming soon on this story. Like I said, if y'all really enjoyed this story, I really do appreciate y'all. And again, I appreciate the new subscribers. We are almost close to 500. Once we hit 500, y'all already know we on that road to 1,000. My clothing link will always be linked in the description. If y'all even have the little least support for the kid, make sure y'all do that. Check it out. Share it. That's the least y'all can do if y'all don't feel like purchasing anything. Short sets coming soon. And like I said again, if y'all don't do it in y'all way in, make sure y'all do it on your way out. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your mama, share with your daddy, share with your bald-headed granny. And y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see y'all in my next mother freaking video. Peace.